Hey y'all, it's your girl Renee. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to Renee's World. So if you watch my if you watch my last video, then y'all already know that I'm deploying. Okay, so this video shouldn't be like shock news to any of my little followers that I already have. However, if you didn't watch my video or it's your first time to my channel, hi, welcome. I am an active duty soldier in the United States Army and I will be deploying soon. So I decided to make a video on things I wish I would have known for my first deployment, and just things that you should probably put on your checklist or to-do list prior to deployment. So let's go ahead and get into it. Side note, y'all see him in my room. Well, what's to be my room for like another week and a half, because my house is about to get packed up in about 4 days and then I deploy in about 2 weeks. So it's my room for a little while longer. But that being said, I've already packed up things I'm taking with me on the deployment, which includes my stand for my camera. And so I made a makeshift stand tonight to record this video. So if y'all see the camera moving, my apologies. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna be alright. I hope y'all don't unfollow me because my camera a little wobbly. Most of y'all should be my age anyway that follow me, so y'all already. Get it now! Get it now! Hey, big girl, make a bag it up. This is legal matters, power of attorneys, and the different types. Look into it. If you're in the military, any type of military branch, even if you're not active duty, you can go to your local or your closest military installation and utilize their legal office, or JAG, J-A-G, office. And for any legal services that you need, if you're a single parent and you may need a family care plan done, which is a family care plan, for those of you who don't know, I'll briefly let you know. It's a care plan that basically is documentation of those who are single with children in the military, or those who are dual parenting in the military, saying, hey, if we both deploy at the same time, these are the people who will take care of our children. For those who are single, a family care plan is, if you deploy, like I'm about to, it's saying these are the persons or people who will be taking care of my child or children. And so, you know, the JAG office or your legal service office closest to you is where you want to go to. And you can get all these things done, pulled up, notarized. They'll tell you how to properly fill them out, all of that. When it comes to power of attorney is power of attorneys. Dang, girl, what's wrong with you? Why can't you talk? What's going on? Have you been drinking? I mean, I had a little wine, but all right, so power of attorneys. Power of attorneys are very important when it comes to deployment, because you're not gonna. Why is Tubi talking? Let me go and turn my TV off. Hold on, y'all.
I already know.
You done? Are you done? I'll wait on you. Dang, smart TVs be so smart, they be stupid. So smart, they be in the way. Trying to make a video. I'm talking about powering off. Power off then. Be quiet. Power off. Anyway, as I was saying, power of attorneys are very important when it comes to you deploying. You won't physically be here, so you want to look to your left and your right, and look carefully to your left and your right, and see who you feel that you can trust, that will be in your area, just in case you need somebody to take care of certain things for you physically, or need to go make moves for you while you're deployed. And there's more than one type of power of attorney. And again, I'm not a legal aid, I'm not a legal assistant, I don't even know the proper term for that MOS in the military. However, I will tell you that if you go to your local JAG office or your local legal services office, whatever's closest to you or whatever's assigned to your military installation, they will freaking square you away from all the way to Z on the different type of power of attorneys. Okay, you want to look into living wills, you want to look into wills, all of those things as well, because when you deploy, you never know what may happen, and you want to be as direct about your personal affairs and as to the point and as detailed as you can prior to deployment. You want to have all these things in place so that if something is to happen to you, or something was to happen to you, I should reword it, if something was to happen to you, were to happen to you while you deployed, you already have everything. You know, I would think that you would want to alleviate some stress or, you know, pressure off of family members. So going to get your wills in order, having power of attorneys, delegating certain people to handle certain things, giving certain people power of attorney and the rights to handle, maybe when it comes to your car. Hey, you might be the person who wants to get a new car prior to coming off deployment. So you're looking online, but they want you to be there physically. Hey, you can trust your wife, or not even your wife, because bad example, but you could trust your best friend or your first cousin that you're really cool with and loved and been ace boom coons your whole life to go physically sign for that new car lease or whatever it is, so that you don't have to worry about that when you come back from deployment. So you can give a, you know, power of attorney for that purpose, for that person to enter into that, you know, binding legal agreement for you while deployed. So there's so many things if you sit down and think about it. And so I just would say, when it comes to power of attorneys, I would sit down and think about any and everything that could possibly come up, or any and everything that I could potentially want to be done for me while I'm deployed, and who I could trust to do it, and give them a specific power of attorney to do just that. Me personally, I'm a single parent in the military, and I mean, when I mean single parent, yes, we do co-parent, however, we're not married. So I'm giving, you know, certain legal rights by way of power of attorney to my mother and my older sister while I'm deployed, because if she's not with her father, who has parental rights, things like that, I need them to be able to do certain things for my child while I'm deployed and not physically here. So those are things that you might want to look into when it comes to the legal aspect. So like I said, big on wills, and big on the type of power of attorney that you're going to need. The type of power of attorney you're going to need. All right, so your car. So when it comes to deployment, that's another thing that you might want to include in your power of attorneys and that nature. Your car, handling your car while you're gone. You want to look into car storage. Some units will provide POV storage for their soldiers, but they might not provide POV storage to all soldiers. It may just be for single soldiers in the barracks. It may just be for single parents, or you never know. And then your deployment may get escalated. The time may get pushed up, and your unit just doesn't have the time to get POV storage situated for everyone. So then that may be something else that you might need someone to have power of attorney for. Your POV storage. Think about where you want to store it. Do you want to trust it being at someone's house and they start it up every now and then for you? Or do you just want to say, hey, forget about it, I'll go ahead and put it in a storage unit, and you know, I'll buy a new battery and get it started up when I come back. Clearing your house is also another thing. Sometimes, most of the time, you will have enough time to be there in person for your household goods to be packed up and things of that nature. Sometimes you're in a situation where, hey, you might be on an earth mission or a time now mission, and you have to deploy, and you don't have time to pack your house up. So you're going to want to give somebody power of attorney to be there with your household goods while they get packed up, telling people, I want this going there, that going there, that's not going, this going, whatever. So you want to do that, okay? So like I said, wills, childcare issues, POV, your household issues, anything you want to look into, anything that you potentially may not be able to be physically here for, you want to look into getting somebody else to do it by way of power of attorney. Moving on. Financial issues. Where you mean? Financial issues. That's something else you want to look into prior to deployment. Okay, so you would hate when most of the time when you deploy in the military, you're not deploying to another state. That's pretty much National Guard. I think National Guard handles, like, you know, state things. You're not deploying, you know, anywhere close. You're gonna be going out of the country. So that being said, if you with Navy Federal down the street, or you with Truist down the street, or you with, and for those who don't know, BBT and dang BBT and who else combined? SunTrust. BBT and SunTrust combined, they joined forces, like the dang Justice League. They joined forces and they made a new bank called Truist. So, you know, if y'all see these little purple signs with Truist going popping up everywhere, BBT and SunTrust are one now. They are bonded like Avatar, and they are a new bank called Truist. So, if you're random knowledge, because I'm with Truist now, with Truist because they combined. Anyway, so your finances, get your finances in order. If you know you still have certain financial obligations, you want to go ahead and set up allotments before you deploy. Look into setting up allotments for things to automatically get paid, because guess what? That's gonna help you out and take stress off your mind about, oh, I need to pay this bill, I need to pay this bill, I need to pay that bill, when you can just go ahead and set it up to automatically come out of your paycheck, or automatically be deducted from your bank account monthly. And that will also help your credit, because paying things on time make that credit score go up, 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 go up. Anyway, my soldier's gonna be like, oh, you're so corny. They be thinking I'm corny when I do stuff like that. But 2000, y'all know what I'm talking about. It go up and up and up. Anyway, paying stuff on time will make your credit score go up. So why not set up allotments? Set up allotments. If I were you, I would set up allotments for everything. That way, while you downrange, you never know. Something might happen while you're downrange. It's not like regular life here. You may be downrange and be without internet for 3 days all of a sudden. So your bill is due. You can't log in because you don't have internet, and you don't have a phone plan for that country that you're assigned to. So therefore, your bill is about to be 3 days late. It may or may not affect your credit. I don't know. I'm just saying, why risk it? Go ahead and set up financial allotments. Look into your finances. You also probably gonna need to use money while you're in that country. So why not go ahead and call your financial institution and let them know, hey, bruh, I'm about to be out of country for about 6 to 9 months, 9 to 12 months, or whatever. So I just want to let you know, don't clink, don't lock me down. I know y'all security department be on it. What's up? What's up? But don't lock me down. If y'all see me swiping in this country, go ahead and let it go through, because that's me. That's me. I'm about to be over there. What you say? Okay, yeah. I'm about to be over there. Yeah, it's too easy, because guess what? If you don't, most financial institutions, if you don't let them know that you're about to be out of country, as soon as you try to make your first purchase over there, they can clink. Like, yo, that theft department, fraud department, they can lock your account down, and you're gonna need to call and validate that it's actually you in another country trying to use your card. So set up allotments, look at your finances, and you know, place money where it needs to be in order for things to still be taken care of. Because just because you're deploying and leaving the country, nothing stops. Everything still keeps going, especially those who are leaving families behind. You know, I'm deploying, my daughter is not. I still got to take care of daycare and things of that nature. So I might need to set up allotments to go to certain people so that they can physically make the payments while I'm gone, or while she's with them, things of that nature. I also need to call my bank and let my bank know, hey, I'm about to be deployed. I need you still over there, because money is money, honey. Okay? So look at finances. When it comes to childcare and schools and things like that prior to the deployment, if this is your first deployment, for those parents out there, go ahead and contact your school liaison. Go to your school administrative office or your local family readiness group, and look into who is the school liaison for your district, or school liaison for your particular school that your child attends or your children attend, because that school liaison will pretty much do everything for you, and more. You personally won't have to worry about getting the records from school A to school B. That school liaison will handle all of that. If your child is suffering from like maybe separation anxiety, they don't do well when their parents have to leave them, or deployment, and you know that about that child, that school liaison can reach out and make sure that that child gets counseling prior to you deploying, and once they get to the new school after you leave, or if they have to go to a new school, you know, while you deploy, they can get counseling on the receiving end as well. So prior to and before. So look into your family readiness group, look into your school district, and find out who your school liaison is, military school liaison is, and they will handle everything for you from A to Z. And also give you a lot of good gems that will definitely help your child. So school liaisons are very important when it comes to deployments for those, and PCSs, but this video is about deployments for those who have children. School liaison. Deployment counseling for you, the service member. Listen, a lot of people don't do good with leaving their families. A lot of people don't do good with, you know, being uprooted. There's anxiety, there's depression that sets in. There's a lot of different things that come into play mentally, emotionally, physically when it comes to deployments. They're not easy. It might be easy to talk about, but they are not easy, you know, on the person. So also, being that we're talking about legal, we're talking about childcare, we're talking about finances, we're talking about school liaisons, let's also talk about you, the service member. So if you, the service member, find yourself, you know, dealing with certain emotions, feeling a certain type of way because you're deploying, especially, you know, a lot of times, I'm not even gonna say especially the first deployment, but I know with the first deployment, I was more so excited to experience what a deployment was all about. So this time around, this being my second deployment, I already have deployed before, so I'm not really excited about it. I'm kind of just executing, because I know I joined the military, and I know I'm a soldier in the United States Army, and I know it's mission first, and I know deploying is part of my job. So I'm going to execute because I completely understand that, and I raised my right hand, I took that oath, and I'm going to go doing what I have to do. I have no problem with that. Am I over the moon excited about it? No. If I did not have a child, I probably would just be like, okay, I'm deploying again. However, I have a daughter, and she's older this time. So her being older, the accountability aspect is there. So it's not that easy to leave her this time. And I found myself dealing with a different set of emotions this time. And so that prompted me to seek personal help for myself. So when I say counseling or therapy for the service member, yeah, look into you. Be true to what you're feeling. Be aware of what you're feeling, because like I spoke earlier about the school liaison, looking out for the children, you also need to look out for you yourself, the service member, and for you senior NCOs, or for you battle buddies to your left and your right. Kind of keep your eye out when it comes close to time to deploy, on, you know, different mood swings, behavior changes, and things of that nature, maybe from people around you. If you notice, speak up about it, because a lot of people go through a lot of different things when it comes to deployment. Depression, like I said, sets in, anxiety, all of these things, and I've been this time around experiencing a bit of all. So you do have MFLAC counselors who are assigned to your units. So look into them, find out who your MFLAC is. And then also you can talk to your chaplain assigned to your unit. And these are resources, and they can help you get assigned to someone who can basically assist you for your entire duration of deployment. You know, because you still have to take care of yourself. Yes, you are a soldier there to do a job. And yes, it's time to execute. However, you're still a human being before you put that uniform on, and you have to take care of you. So I say, look into personal counseling, deployment counseling. Those, if it is your first time deploying, don't be afraid to reach out for help. And so a little tad bit I will give y'all is BetterHelp. So BetterHelp, if y'all can see, BetterHelp is the therapist service that I began to use because I was experiencing certain things prior to this deployment and personally. And, you know, I'm not ashamed. I think mental health is wealth. So, like, it's like if you're mentally okay, you can get through. and deployment can wear and tear on your mental. So if anybody is interested that's watching this video, even if you're not in the military, BetterHelp is a great app that they assist you in finding the best therapist for you. Okay, so yes. And then females, what's up, y'all? Females, I can't speak for males, but for females, one thing that I would say about a army active duty soldier or a army deployment for a female soldier, look up shiwis. I don't know the proper term for it, but look up shiwis. You might find yourself in a convoy. You might find yourself in a situation where you can't use the restroom properly for a long time. And y'all know we soldiers, ain't nothing wrong with hitting the wood line. So for my female soldiers, I would say always try to keep little feminine wipes or singlet towelette wipes on you. You know, we got pockets on the bottom of our pants. We got pockets up here. Keep them on you somewhere, because during a deployment, anything can happen and you may find yourself on convoys for hours long. Now, guys, it's too easy for them to do what they have to do on a convoy and maybe, let's say, an empty water bottle. Female soldiers, I need you to look up the shiwi, and I'll insert a picture here. And what the shiwi does, it enables the female soldier to be able to use the restroom closely. And I'm not going to say just like, I'm going to say closely to what the male soldier is able to use the bathroom, if you catch my drift. So if you use a shiwi, that's the reason why I'm telling you to keep some of those wipes on you, because you might have to use the shiwi in the situation and you're going to want to wipe yourself afterwards because you're a female. So look up the shiwi, ladies. Just know you are deploying. It's not like living in the barracks. It's not like your everyday army garrison life. It will be different on deployment. So you want to think about situations outside of the normal, and using a shiwi is part of them. Having feminine wipes on you is part of them. Potentially having it hit the wood line is part of them, you know. So my females, just be prepared to have to implement unorthodox feminine hygiene execution, if that's a good way of saying it. I don't know. Look into your location. Wherever it is that you're deploying to, that's what I would say. Look into your location. I didn't do that on my first deployment. I knew where I was going my first deployment. However, I did not look up the culture. I didn't look up what the political atmosphere was like. I didn't look up what wildlife was like. I didn't look up anything about my location that I was deploying to. I just was like, okay, they told me I'm going here and I'm going there. Now, yes, most of the time, military, when you're in process in a country, they will give you brief synopsis of what to expect while you're there, and, you know, backstories on what has happened to people that did this, da. But just be mindful. Every country that you go to has different beliefs, different practices. So it will behoove you. I can't believe I just used the word. But anyway, it will be in your best interest as a military member. Once you find out what country you're going to, go ahead and start doing research on that country. Find out what their military beliefs are. Find out their cultural background. Find out what they prefer women to do, what they prefer men not to do, what's disrespectful, what's not disrespectful, things of that nature, because you don't want to be that military member that set some shit off because you just undermined the whole dang on village chief because you threw up the peace sign when the peace sign means fuck you to them. So I'm just saying, do yourself a favor and start looking up political background, cultural beliefs, and wildlife in whatever area your orders say. And you'll have your orders in a good amount of time prior to you deploying. So go ahead, once you get those orders and you see what country you're going to, start doing research on that country. Okay? Let's see what else. Snacks. You're deploying. You're not in the United States. So don't expect to get to another country and expect them to have everything that the United States have. They will not. All those snacks that you love, they will not have them. You're going to think they're going to have them because everybody's like, oh yeah, they got this, they got that, they got a PX. Yeah, but it's still another country. Certain things cannot come into certain countries. So go ahead and designate you a family member or a friend that you can send Amazon snacks to their house, and then they can then in turn send those snacks or things that you want to your house, because sometimes it just is what it is. And and speaking on that, be prepared to order things. When you do order them to come to your country, be prepared to not have those things for 2 weeks to 4 weeks. You're in another country, you're not in the United States. They don't have an Amazon distribution center 3 miles away. So you're gonna order things and you're not gonna get them for at least 2 weeks to a month. That's just what it is, okay? And then last but not least, I hope I don't have to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You're deployed, so don't try to pack sex toys and alcohol. Most of the countries that the Army deploys to won't allow that into the country, and you don't want to be that guy. And I'm probably gonna just leave that there. Don't do it. You're deployed. Just don't do it. Sex toys and alcohol, just go ahead and forget about it until you get back. Go get in shape, okay? So anyway, thanks for joining the vlog. It's your girl Renee from Renee's World. If y'all want me to do a part 2, if it's more things that y'all want to know about, or you know, it's anything that y'all feel like I skipped, because I know it's probably some things I skipped, just let me know. Leave a comment and we can do another part 2. But this is Renee's things you should think about prior to deploying, because I'm about to deploy and I wish I would have known on my first one. I'll see y'all next time on Renee's World. Boom.